don't care about what they say. I don't care about what they make. All I care about is what I do. All I care about is what I do. And though they keep judging me, and though they keep warning me that I will never make it through, all I care about is what I do. Follow your dreams, follow your dreams. Do not be shy, please do not cry. I will be fine, yes. I really don't care about what they say, no, no. I never care about what they make. All I care about is what I do. All I care about is what I do. When you're riding in your limousine and they are dragging on their own 2 feet, they be wishing they were nice to you, yes. And all you do will be just waving by. Will you survive? I will survive. Do not be shy, please do not cry. I will be fine, yeah, yeah, yeah. Will you survive? I will survive. Do not be shy. Please do not cry. I will be fine. Oh, yeah, yeah. Don't care about what they say, no, no. I never care about what they make. All I care about is what I do. All I care about is what I do. And though they keep judging me, and though they keep warning me, yes, that I will never make it through, all I care about is what I do. Follow your dreams, follow your dreams. Do not be shy, please do not cry, 'cause I will be fine. And though they keep warning you and you, and though they keep judging you, yes, that you will never make it through, all I care about is what I do.
Hello, my lovely viewers. This is Blessing Olubanjo, your host, or simply Blessing, the show that is here to bless you and to inspire you so that you can be an inspiration to others. So tonight, we have a very talented and gifted guest that is here to inspire you. So, here is Aaron.
Hey.
Yeah, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
I'm Aaron BC. I'm a entrepreneur and social activist.
Welcome to this show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm sure that people are going to be inspired by your story.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I hope I can help as many people as possible.
Yeah. Did you grow up in the southeast?
Yeah, I grew up in southeast London, Lucian Borough.
Okay.
Lucian Borough, yeah.
So you were born in the UK, in the
Yeah.
southeast.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see that you are in the entertainment industry. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why did you decide to go into the industry? What was life like when you were growing up until when you decided to go to it?
Okay, yeah. So I grew up in a big family. I grew up in a really big family with 8 other siblings. So there
Wow.
was 9 of us in total. Yeah, 5 girls, 4 boys. So the household, it was always lively. There was always someone in the house, and there was also a lot to learn as well. It was my mum's a teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, so she works with young children in primary school. So she would always encourage us to learn and to try our hardest and to challenge ourselves. And growing up with so many other siblings, there was always competition, always a challenge, always someone else that might get more than you, or so it was a good environment. It was good.
Can you remember anything that happened between you and your siblings that's very funny when you think about those days?
There's so much that happened. Let me see. Oh wow, so many stories. There was a few times that we would stay out late and play together, or even all right. So I used to share a 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
There was 1 bedroom, and all 4 of us used to stay in one room.
Okay. All of your boys.
All of the boys, yeah, in one room, in one room. So each night, one of my brothers would take turns in letting me share the bed with them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So each night it was a different brother, and like I guess when you're an older sibling and you've got a younger sibling, you like the power, and they definitely liked the power.
So you were the youngest.
I was the youngest boy, yeah. So I used to do a lot of watching. If they were playing, I used to like to watch and observe. Like a lot of children, I did like to play computer games, but I enjoyed watching my brothers play computer games. So I enjoyed watching them have fun. Yeah.
Wow,
As a younger
that's
brother, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you start your career in the entertainment industry?
So growing up, like I was saying, there was always a lot of entertainment in my house. My family, very musical family, and creative family. So my brothers and sisters make music. My sister is an actress. So we was always encouraged to be creative. Once I had reached a certain age, I realized that I'd like to work in the entertainment industry as well. But I never knew how I was going to get there. So what I did, I decided, to get my act together and go back to college, because I was never very academic growing up. Despite my mum being a teacher, I never really took to it. I always preferred to learn with my hands.
Oh yeah, people are unique.
Yeah.
I always tell people that we are all different. You see, we all have 5 fingers, and you can see all of them. They are of different sizes, different heights. So don't ever compare yourself with anybody. Every one of us, we are unique. God has given us, unique fingerprints. Your fingerprint and mine, we are completely different. For example, me, I have my own twin sister.
Yeah.
We are very, very
Okay.
identical.
I didn't know.
But I know it's so amazing that even though as identical as we are, that people can hardly know the difference between us.
Yeah.
Our fingerprint is also unique.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah, completely different. Because God, everybody is unique.
Every single person.
Exactly. So that's why we don't have to look down on anybody. You don't have to compete yourself. Oh, I want to be like this. No, because when you do that, you are trying to lose your own identity.
Yeah. To
it's
playing
very
to
important.
what you think, or how you think others would want you to be. Yeah, it's true.
So when you were growing up, there was a lot of competition and.
Yeah, we used to. It was all in fun and games. So it would be the first one to the dinner table. That's something that we used to do, or the first one to get home from school. Yeah, there was always, I guess, in growing up in a household like that, there's always someone to talk to. There's always someone to communicate with, and to, especially because with so many children in the house, my mother wasn't able to delegate her time between everyone.
Nine
So
of you.
yeah, between 9 of us. So my brothers and sisters, we would help each other. So we'd help each other with homework. We used to, in fact, the majority of my life, I was actually picked up from school from my brothers and sisters.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
then I did the same for my younger sisters.
Wow, that's
yeah. So we
nice.
would pick each other up from school. My older sister, Carlina, she was the first one. She's the first person to take me to college. So she took me to college to get enrolled in. Whereas a lot of people came with their parents. I came with my sister.
Wow.
Yeah. So things like that. We relied on each other a lot.
Okay, so were you about 17, or how old were you when you were thinking about the industry, and what area were you interested in the industry?
So when I would start first thinking about the industry, I was 19, going on 20. I'd already dropped out of college,
Okay.
and I was turning 20 years old. And I'll never forget, my mum kept telling me, "You're not a child anymore. You're going to be 20 years old. You're not a teenager. You have to be serious about life." And she always used to tell me, "Make sure you have ambition. Make sure you have ambition. Ambition." She used to really say it every day, literally every single day. And that made me, I guess, pay attention to the word ambition and what it means. So when I was turning 19, I decided to change my life. I decided I have to do something with my life. I have to be somebody. And it kind of felt like all or nothing. It's like you either go all in or just don't bother. So I said to myself, I'm going to go all in. And then so I went back to college. Went and got myself a job.
When you went to college, what did you study in college?
I studied business IT.
Okay.
Business IT.
What inspired you for you to decide, you know what, let me go back, and this time no drop out, I must complete what I need to do?
I'd have to say it was my mum. It was my mum. She had really, it seemed this time when she was telling me, she was very serious, and she also made a point that you're not just going to be doing nothing here in this house. So if you decide to do nothing with your life, you're not going to be doing it here. And so it made me think, okay, I'm not a teenager, and if I'm not in this house, what am I going to do? Where am I going to live? So it made it really
Sink in it.
yeah, it really sunk in. There's a lot of fear because you're 19 to 20 now, so you don't know how life is going to be for 20 years. They didn't get a chance to look me in the eyes. They didn't get a chance to hear my voice, or to really meet me. So it was just a paragraph, and it's easy to just say no to someone that you don't really see. But a company that stood out, a company that I had my eye on from when I was a child, actually, was the Mobo Awards.
Wow.
I had my eye on them since I was a child. So
what inspired you about the Mobo Awards?
About the Mobo Awards, I saw the Mobo Awards embrace people from the same background as myself.
Okay.
So I saw them embrace people that grew up in an area like I grew up, that spoke the way people in my family speak. And I think when I was
when you say where you come from, you mean
whether it be from the Caribbean, whether it be from Africa, whether it be from South London, I saw them embrace all people and all talents as well. And from a child, I mean, growing up in England, there wasn't much of that. The images that we were shown growing up and the things that we were taught in England, they put down a lot of people of African descent in this country. They didn't show you very much positive images. So the Mobile was one of the only positive images that I was able to see as a young child from this country. So I did email them as well, and I got a no from them. Yeah, I did get a no, but I thought to myself, I'm not going to give up, because the 6 weeks wasn't over. I had 6 weeks. So
yeah, you know, it's not good to give up, you know, because I remember one of the saying of a lot of people, and also, although I have also written it as a song, is that a quitter never wins.
Never.
And a winner never
quits. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. It's
you know,
very, it's so true. You have to learn.
forgiveness,
So,
yes.
so with each letter that I sent, I learned and I changed something about the way I wrote it, and I would continue, and then I would continue, kept changing it, and continue, and that's how it was. So I would never let anyone know, put me down. So Alexander Mosu is a serial entrepreneur
Okay.
from Nigeria,
Oh, okay.
and he grew up over here in the UK, in South London, and I was able to get introduced to him through my what? See, there's a bit of the story missing, So after I worked for them, after I sent all those emails,
Okay.
and I of course, like we said, you never give up. I managed to get a job as a security guard in the same building as the Mobile Awards,
Wow.
and it was just for one day that because someone was sick, so I just went to cover their shift. So when they came to collect their package in the morning, they had a package. I just pitched myself on the spot. I just told them, "Hi, I'm Aaron Barnett. I love the music industry. I'd love to work for you." And I guess talking to me, it was totally different. The person that said yes when he spoke to me in person, I didn't tell him.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no,
I told him after.
Yeah, exactly.
I told him many months after.
You have to use wisdom.
Yeah.
You have
So
to use
I worked
wisdom.
for them for a year as an intern, and while I was there, well, before actually, while I was in that shift, before when I was still a security guard, they had a meeting with someone, and I started speaking to him and telling him about my passion, and he said to me, as well.
So do you have Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook?
yeah, Instagram and Facebook, at local to viral. Also follow. I have my own personal at Aaron BC _ and it's pretty good. I learned a lot on that journey of
Yeah, you know what? I met you at BBC Radio.
yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there is this. You were talking about your forthcoming event, first 2018.
Yeah, Africa Day Fest 2018.
Okay.
So how I came up with that concept was after I worked in America with local to viral, and I came back to the UK, I started thinking to myself, I want to do more. I didn't just want to work in the entertainment industry. I wanted to also change the way people think about life socially. I wanted to inspire people that they can achieve more.
Yeah.
So I started a campaign called We Are Race, which means we are removing all color for equality.
Wow.
And the reason I started that is because I realized that calling people, well, in the Western society, identifying people as black and white, two opposite colors, it was bad. It was wrong to call two people that are both unique in their own ways, to call them opposites, and to identify them as colors, especially colors that are so powerful and mean a lot to humanity. So I started that campaign, and I started going forth with that because I wanted everyone of African descent to be identified by their continent, by their nation, by their country, not by color, because we are more unique than that. And European people are also more unique than just
Every
the color.
one of us, Asian.
Exactly.
You know, God is so creative and colorful. That's why He created all of us different.
Exactly.
We all have the same blood flowing in our system.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah. And
we can still feel pain.
the 25th of May every year is International Africa Day,
Wow.
and a lot of people don't know that.
I myself, I don't.
Exactly. Yeah.
25th of May.
And this year would be the 55th year. And the reason that Africa Day got started, it used to be called African Liberation Day.
And now I know about that one.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then it was called African Unity Day, and now it's Africa Day. And it got started because of the creation of the African Union on the continent. So it was all the leaders from all the countries coming together and creating their own union. So it's 55 years this year. And I said to myself, I want everyone to know that. I want everyone in our community to know that the 25th of May is International Africa Day.
So that's where your event comes in. So it's going to be on
the 26th. So the next day, which is a Saturday, we're going to be gathering in Camberwell Green, South London, Camberwell Green at the park, and we're going to have our own festival.
So can you give us the full address? Camberwell.
Yeah, it's Camberwell Green SE5. SE5 it is.
Okay.
And if you search that on Google, if everyone searches that on Google, you'll definitely find it. Yeah, so we're going to be gathering there, and I thought I'm going to bring in the parts of our culture that people love, that we love. So whether you're African Caribbean or whether you're directly from the continent of Africa, our music brings us together. Our music is so powerful. We are very, very creative people, very creative, and the world loves our music and the way we express ourselves. So I said I'm going to throw my own festival or carnival called Africa Day Fest 2018, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to have our own carnival float, and we're going to be going through the streets of London with the carnival float, playing music, Afro beats, reggae, R&B, and we're going to start in Camberwell Green, and we're going to go right up to Vauxhall Bridge.
Wow.
We are great people. We are proud. We have a lot to celebrate, and yeah. So that's really, and I want to bridge the gap between African Caribbean and African. I want to bring us together because there's so many commonalities between us, and we mustn't let history, what's happened in history, divide us. We must stand and come together. And Africa Day Fest in Los Angeles for 1 month. With Local to Viral, with my media company, because we did a lot of entertainment, covered a lot of entertainment, and there's loads of entertainment that come out of America. And I guess the main reason why I decided to go to America, because of course from a young age it's put on such a big pedestal. Going to America is the place you want to go to make it. So I went there on my own for 2 months, and it was great. It was a great experience. I worked on a by any means necessary concept. So that was my motto: do whatever it means necessary
to
achieve what you want. So there was some nights where I would stand outside buildings for hours just to speak to one person.
My God.
I would wait there for hours, sitting outside just to speak to one person, or or I would get the train around the whole city.
Wow.
To go into certain offices. Sometimes I remember when I was in New York, I went outside the city.
Yeah.
Outside of New York City, just to work with people. And the people that I wanted to work with, they didn't know me. They didn't even know they didn't know nothing about me. I'd never contacted them. I tried to contact them, but I never got anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, so with my time I decided to write letters and to teach myself about the music industry.
Okay.
Because there was a computer at the university, so I would just go on there and I would teach myself about the industry. I would find the people that I needed that worked within the industry, and I would write letters to them. Everyone that I could find on the internet, every single person, I'd write them a letter and send them an email. And what I would do is I would spend the whole night that are dedicated and they stay overnight and to study in the library.
Okay.
But besides that, there's no one else there. And I think when I was a entrepreneur, from Nigeria, and he grew up over in the UK, in South London, and I was able to get introduced to him through my watch. See, there's a bit of the story missing. So after I sent all those emails, and I of course, like we said, you never give up. I managed to get a job as a security guard in the same building I just went to cover their shift. So when they came to collect their package in the morning, that you can help him. So Alexander is a very kind-hearted man. He reached out and he said, yeah, come in for a meeting. And we met for a meeting in central London. And it's funny because I used to pass that building every day. The same building that we met in. I used to pass it every day on the way to the mobile wards.
Wow.
And I used to think to myself, I don't know what this building is,
Yes.
but one day I'm going to get in there. And and soon as I finished working for the mobile wards, I met Alex in there, and we sat down, and Alex took me on as his apprentice.
Wow. So what did you learn from him?
From Alex, confidence in the workplace, how to carry yourself, how to budget money as
Wow.
well, how to be confident in who you are. And Alex is a very successful entrepreneur. He's a millionaire. But he
Wow.
taught me that if you want to stay a millionaire,
Yes.
then don't spend your money frivolously. Don't just spend your money on cars. Don't spend your money, like, you can still get on the train. You can still get on the bus. I remember a lesson, when I first learned that lesson, it was on our first day working together. And Alex said to me, all right, pack up your stuff, we have to go. So we left the building and we started jogging down the street, and I was thinking, wow, day one, I'm running down the street with Alexander Omosu, where are we going? And there was an Englishman, and he was standing beside a silver Mercedes, I'll never forget, and he had the door open. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're about to go into this Mercedes, we have a chauffeur. And we ran past the Mercedes, and we ran onto the bus.
Oh, because you know it's a millionaire, so you saw the car was.
Yeah, so I thought that must be our car. And we ran onto the bus. And I said to Alex, wow, I can't believe it, how successful you are, and you still get on the bus. And then that's when he taught me the lesson of, no matter how much money you have, stay grounded. Because if you want to continue to have money, then you mustn't spend on anything. You mustn't spend on things that you don't need. He said, it's much cheaper for me to get public transport into the city than it is for me to drive. And for example, a lesson like that definitely stuck with me, just to be as successful as he is and to still stay grounded.
Whatever you are going through, yeah, you don't have to give up. For there is a God in heaven, and He will meet your heart desire. All you have to do is to trust in Him. Call upon Jesus, who died to set you free. And then we come and deliver you. And then we come and make you whole, yeah. Your story will change in Jesus' name. Your story will change in Jesus' name. The whole world will know that there is a God in heaven, in heaven. No matter your situation, there's a light at the end of tunnel. Sometimes you feel the world is on top of you, and you feel like killing yourself. I have a good news for you today, that Jesus died to set you free. Call on His name